Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Okay, so the next problem is the problem is very simple now. How do we collaborate? Look at this here. This me, and this is Rahul, Ravi. This is Rahul. This is Ravi, Sunil. So all of us are, coding, coding, versioning, all this thing we were doing very well, but we have to collaborate our code, right? This it's very difficult to do the releases of the software, right? So how do we collaborate? So that is something which we need to understand now. Okay, so let me take this image and create one more paint. So this is me, okay, and this is someone else, this is someone else, this is someone else, and we know that remember that this image, never forget this image. This workspace, staging, and repository. So when I share, when I want to share, let this my repository. When I want to share, should I share my workspace or repository? What do you think? What should I share?
Repo.
Repo, the version code, right? Committed code we want to share, not with the workspace, because workspace we push to the repos, commit to the repos, and then repos we need to share with everyone. So mind it, I again repeat this one. We need to share the repos where we have a committed code, not the workspace. Okay, so what do we do in this case? So this is the repo, and this is the repo. I hope you'll not forget, repo means repo, not workspace. Repo. So we need to share the repos. So what do we do in this case? So this is Rajesh, this is Rahul, this is Sunil, this is Jami. Okay. So different people are having different repos, their own repos in their own laptops, doing the versioning every day, every week, a month or so. Now time has come for sharing it. So now what has happened? Sunil said, Rajesh, you've been working on this particular code. Okay, can you please share with it? Can you please share with it? So Sunil has asked Rajesh for the same thing. Now I was not knowing about that. How do I share my repos with other person? So I asked Linus Torvald. Linus Torvald said, hey, not a big deal. Any repos between the any repos can sync to other repos. Very simple statement he made it. Between the two repos, you can sync. You can sync to 10 repos, you can sync to 20 repos, 100 repos. No, not a problem. So what I did, I asked the next question. Okay, fine. I understood that I can sync my repo to Sunil's repo, and I can send all the committed objects commits to Sunil. Okay, so but I can send that over the network, but which protocol I have to use it? So Linus Torvalds said, okay, I have enabled two protocol for this. That is, one is SSH protocol and another one is HTTP protocol. And both the protocol I am assuming all of you are familiar, right? SSH and HTTP. For SSH protocol to work, what is needed? Can you please tell me?
You need a port.
You need a IP
When
address port and then access to that machine, right? So that
correct.
means if I send my code, my committed object, my committed repos to Sunil's repos, so I need IP address, port number, username of that Sunil, and password of Sunil. Okay, if Sunil wants to pull it, this is called push. Okay, push. And if Sunil wants to pull it, he needs the same information but mine. Think about it, very simple concept. Push and pull. I want to push it, I need Sunil's access. Sunil want to pull it, he needs my system access. Agree with me, all of you?
Yes.
But are you going to share with it? Tell me.
Yeah,
I
but
will
this
say
is
no.
practically no, not
Not
correct way.
possible, yeah.
Right.
Theoretically, technically, it's possible. Practically, it's not possible. Sunil say, "Hey, I'm not going to share my access with you. I will also, object this. I'm going to say, I'm not going to share with you. But technically, it is possible. If you share, it's possible. That means what I'm trying to say, between the two repos, you can sync using the push and pull. No problem. That is allowed by Git, suggested by Linus Torvalds. But there is another protocol which has given HTTP, Apache, Nginx. So there's a two web server which you should know, three in fact. Apache, there's a one, second one Nginx, third IS if you are in a .NET environment. So what you will do, let's say Sunil, what Sunil will do, Sunil will install the Apache and then this directory, whatever you see, this directory, they will add it in the web directory and give the 80 port and some path and all. And using HTTP URL of this machine, I'll be able to access it. That's one way. So I hope, I assume both of you, I mean all of you, have understood these two, protocol which is supported to sync two repos. Understood, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So now there is a frustration within me. Okay. So now Ravi is also asking. Jamie is also asking. 10 more people I have in my team, they're also asking my code. I get frustrated. So, and we all got frustrated because one person, let's say 10 people in a team, one person has to do the push and pull against the nine people with the nine people, and same time you need to have a SSH and HTTP. This is so much of confusion and complexity. So, so developer love Git. Why? Because everything he can do in his own laptop. Earlier, I remember the pain area. You know, uh, when I was developer, I was working with a clear case and purpose. And I used to have permissions on it. Like anything you add, commit, submit, permission. You cannot do from your home. You have to be in a network actually with that purpose server. But here in a case of Git, I was able to commit, edit, rename, delete, merge, branching, compare everything my own. But sharing has a certain challenge. So we had a one meeting, team meeting. Me, Ravish, everyone else came together, and then we decided what to do. Then we come up with the one idea. Please understand that we come up with the idea, and that idea is, hey, can we do one thing? Can we create one more repo? Okay, we can create. That's not a problem. But this repo we will not run. We will not own. But this repo will be owned by team. Somewhere we'll be keeping in a server which is owned and accessible by everyone. So it seems to be a very good idea, very good idea. Because now instead of we all talking to each other, now we can talk to means push and pull using SSH and HTTP against this central repo. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Mind you, Mind it, I never said server. Please don't make this mistake in interview. I never said server. I said one central repo. So mind it here, for me, this is Rajesh. For me, every other repo except mine is a remote repo. Ravi's remote repo, Suraj remote repo, Jamie remote repos. But this is remote repo plus central repo to the team. Are you understanding? I'm playing with the keyword actually. I hope you remember that. Hello?
Yeah.
So this is the remote repo, right? That's it.
Ha, remote repo, but central repo.
Central means
Cent
you mean common for all.
Common, yes, common for the team. It's not a server, it's a remote repo. Okay, so now what it's a good idea, right? It's a good idea. We created one central repo common to the team and we started doing the push and pull. So now I will commit the change, push to central repo. Suraj will pull the changes and he will also commit and push, and then Jamie will pull the changes. He will also do the thing and push. And this is whole things started working out. That means what I need to do, write a code, add, commit, push. If you want someone else, pull, add, commit, push. Understood this flow? All of you. Push, pull, push,
Yes.
pull. So now it's become so easy now for all of us to do the push and pull. And you know, this model I worked for 1 year, only 1 year. When I think 2000, somewhere around 10 something. I don't remember the year, but I worked for 1 year at that time. Everyone started loving Git and this model. We worked for 10 years. Now, you know what has happened after that? Many people started, let's say, uh, let's say, Devender has come and said, you know what? I'm not satisfied with this architecture. I got so used to SVN and ClearCase or all other tools, web-based tool. So I'm looking for some web UI on top of central repo. I repeat, central repo UI. So this is one feature you demanded. And Linus Torvald said, no, I don't have this plan in place. And I have no future plan also, no UI for central repo or any repo for the sake of it. Then after some time, what happened? Dhanush came and said, hey, I need issue tracking tool on top of built on central repo. I repeat, issue tracking tool built on top of central repo. Now, issue tracking tool means, did you have any training on the issue tracking areas? I mean, issue tracking problems?
No.
No, sir.
No?
Issue
Mm.
tracking in what sense, sir? I mean,
Is
if
any, did we have any training on the issue tracking tools? Issue management, feature management, bug management, task management, project management. Did
Jira,
we
I
have
think.
this? Yes, Jira.
Yeah.
Now people are talking, hey, why should we have a two separate tool? I want on top of the central repo only. I know the issue tracking management functionality. I don't want to work with the 10 tools. That is the one problem. After that, so issue tracking here also is that people started demanding. Now, next time, Funke has come. I hope I'm pronouncing well. Funke has come and he said, "Hey, I need a, I need a knowledge management tool now." Knowledge management means document management, project documents. Which tool we have? I think I have not had this session, but probably you must be knowing about it. Which tool I'm talking about?
Confluence,
Knowledge management.
Confluence,
Confluence. Yes.
Confluence.
Wiki. Yes. Confluence. So people started about okay, I need a wiki, and Linus Torvald said, no, I don't have any plan for it. Then Mukhtar came and said, "Okay, I am the admin of the my company. Okay, and I'm supposed to take care of not one remote repo, but I'm supposed to take care of hundreds of repos and hundreds of projects. I'm managing it. So I need certain capabilities where I want the multiple, I want a place where I want multiple remote repo, I can manage it. Multiple. Okay. Think about it. His also his demand is valid. Not one repo. I want one platform where I want the multiple repos to manage at one place. So I have in my enterprise, I have 100 projects, so 100 remote repo. I should be managing at one place. So backup, security, archival, and all these things can be managed easily. So Linus Torvalds said, no, I will not have that feature. No plan for that also. Then after that, people started talking about, okay, then CTO of the organizations came, Ravi has come and said, hey, I will talk about the security. I look for the security. I look for the process. I look for the uh, having control on the all the source code. So I need role-based access control. Role-based access control means I want to give someone this access, I read access, write access to this repo, or I want to give someone to 5 repo access. These all control, role-based access control, I want it. Linus said no. So here UI is no, issue tracking no, wiki no, ability to manage multiple hosting multiple repo no, RBAC no. Okay, and then people started talking about, hey, I need CI capabilities also. CI capabilities means, see, I have not taught you CIs because long way to go. But anyone have
Continuous
idea what is a
integration.
CI? Continuous
Continuous
integration.
integration.
Tools like a Jenkins capability. You have to write a code for CI. So people started asking, hey, I need a CI also. So what I'm trying to help you guys, every time we need some features where we can, enterprise needs feature or developer need feature, Linus Torvalds said no, then that is where. So what features, please remember that: UI, issue tracking, wiki integration, ability to manage the multiple remote host, RBAC, and last one CI, but few more actually. Okay, so every time you decline this feature with the central repo by Linus Torvald, and that is where few organization has come up. Okay, few organization has come up and they said, hey, no problem, if Linus is not providing that functionality, we will provide it. Okay, we will provide it. Okay, no problem. If Linus is not providing the feature, we will provide it, and but he'll have to pay a little bit for me. And company started thinking, yeah, because all of our developers are loving this product so much, we'll have to again enterprise solutions. Anyways, we have to go and pay a little bit of it. So that's okay. We are ready to pay. And that is where these organizations, which you can see on my screen, GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket, these are the major one, by the way. There are a lot of it, by the way. So these are the major one: GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. These organization has come up and said, hey, no problem, we will create all this infrastructure for you. We'll create all this infrastructure for you, all these features for you, but you have to pay for it. And now this is not a Git server, but you can call GitHub server, GitLab server, and Bitbucket server. Please, please focus on my keyword actually. You can call it a GitHub server, but you cannot call it Git server. I hope you understand that. You can call it a GitLab server, but you cannot call it a Git server. Bitbucket server also. So these organization has come up: Bitbucket from Atlassian, GitLab from GitLab, and GitHub from the GitHub, now acquired by Microsoft. This organization has come up and said, okay, we will provide very sophisticated software where you can browse the repository, you can have an issue tracking tool, wiki also, role-based access, ability to manage thousands of repository organizations, and CI functionality, and blah 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 blah. So guys, now you understood what is a GitHub, what is a GitLab, what is a Bitbucket.
Yes, sir. But you said that the difference between Git server and GitHub, what is that? This is not a Git server, but this is a GitHub. I mean, I did not understand that
So you should,
wording difference.
what I'm saying, you should
Hmm.
not call it Git server, because there is a no Git server exist theoretically, architecturally,
Ah, okay.
but you can,
Okay.
Because if you say, hey, in an interview, if you say, hey, git is a git, I was working on the git server, I was maintaining the git server. Where is the no
That is
git
not
server
actually, yeah.
actually? Yeah.
That is not a Linux
Bec-
server, yeah. Okay, or
yeah,
Windows server. That is just
yeah.
HTTP.
So git is a distributed model. GitHub you can call it. That's what I'm trying to say. So focus on this keyword. It is very important. They will try to manipulate you, whether you have really working experience or not, something like that. Okay, all of you understood that now? The what is a GitHub and what is a
Yes.
Git? Any questions? Any doubts? Okay, so guys, demo time. Let's go ahead. So I'll go to the github.com. Now, this is I have logged in. Anyone can go and open up account. As many repository you can create free of cost, open source, open or private, whatever it is on GitHub. So that's not a problem. So if you want to use for enterprise, then you have to pay for it. Okay. So for personal use, everything is free. So I have created a account and I'm logged in. Now, what to do? So typically I work for this one. Just a second, hold on. For demo, I use some organization which is here. Where's that? Do you see temporary or something? Here it is. So this is the organization. So how many repository I have created? You look at this here, 57 repository. These are the things. So I'll explain you all this thing, GitHub. Don't worry about that. But let's get started with that at least. So repository, if you go here, and then here you see create repository. Remember that git init command, all of you? First one, the one which I created repository in my
Yes.
laptop. Same thing you do through the UI. So remember that it's all about this is a repo, this is also repo. The way you create this is different. So this is the repo. What is the name of repo? Should I keep it? So here it's a January 2023 and DevOps batch. Correct now? And this my repo and public repo. Public means the repo which is visible by everyone in the whole world, but not cannot be modified. Only owners can, or the one those who's having access can modify. And private means it will not be visible to everyone, but the only people whom you give access to, and the owner, of course. So that is something which you have it. Public, I'll go for it. Don't check here, readme file and all. These all are documentations and create a repo. Now, sorry. Now see here, this is the HTTPS and this is the SSH. Are you comfortable, all of you? So remember that I told you there is a two protocol. Using that you can interact with any repository, SSH and HTTPS. So this is the SSH address, okay, for this repo, and this is the HTTPS address, which is managed by GitHub. Now for SSH, you need a keys to be uploaded. For HTTPS, you need a token actually. I'll show you that in some time. Okay, so far so good. So now these are the commands anyways I'll teach you, and good to go. Now, so what to do? So guys, here I'm going to do HTTPS. I repeat, HTTPS, you need a so for HTTPS you need a token. Now remember that, not a password. This word deprecated actually, not password. So GitHub password, the one which you see, you cannot use for pushing and pulling. And for SSH, you need a public key to GitHub, upload it to GitHub. So these are the two requirements you have. So how do I generate a token? First, I'll generate a token. I'll show you the demo of HTTPS, and then I'll show the demo of SSH. So for HTTPS, what you need to do, this is the URL. I'll open up with a new window and go to the setting. And here I'll go to the bottom section. You'll have in recordings. If again this all demo, I mean screenshot, you will find in my blog also. And here PAT, you see the personal access token. Classic also is okay for time being. This is the older one. I'll delete this. I don't need. I'll create a new one. Classic is okay. You can generate anything for time being. Password. And now this is for demo, right? Now, whatever the access you want to give to this token, you can give it here. Now, I'll select blindly right now here, but you should not do that actually, because I don't want you to complicate right now your understanding in the flow. So I'm giving all access. This is very dangerous, I must remind you. So this is very dangerous. I'm not reading it. I don't want to read it and I complicate my mind and your mind. So this is the token. This token is very dangerous. It has a all access. Okay, so this is the token. So this is how you create a token. Now what I'll do, I'll go to my repository. This is my repository, and for that, git push. See here, git push. But where? So the URL, you know that very well. HTTPS. Copy this URL, paste it. Now which branch you want to push it? So master, of course, I'm working master. Next sessions I'll have in branching, merging also. Enter. And I just pushed it, and I should get a prompt of it. My system is little slow, so please bear it. Now this is invalid. Okay, so why invalid? Because when you enter the when you enter the token, uh, Windows password manager or something which is stored this. Windows, what is this? We'll call it password manager. Yeah, manage password manager is there in the Windows 10 which store that. So that has taken invalid. So now if you have to run one more time, so to get a prompt, because last token which not working, of course. So new token, for that you'll get a prompt. Remember HTTPS. Okay, so see that here you got a token. Now here you can log in through the browser also, which you see that I don't want to do that, but token. And this is the token, paste it and sign in. Guys, here I signed it, and now you see that I'm pushing to this remote repository, central repository at a GitHub server, not Git server, and let it happen. And see this all object which I committed. I don't remember that how many commits I did it. I'll count it in front of you, and it's got pushed. Can it count? Git log hyphen online,
No,
and see that
online.
uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 commits I did it. Can I go and check this? Refresh this guy. And here it is. So remember that same file, if you see that here, I had that same file. Now you want to see that commit, click on the commits. It's a UI. You don't have to run any commands. See, this is the first commit 1 hour ago, and then you see the commits and all everything. Click on this, get comfortable. And I think I don't have to teach you to how to navigate and click on the website and all. So that is very simple. So now you did it. This is the master branch right now, and this is the source code which you pushed it. Now other person, what they will do? Other person, let's say Sunil or Jamie, or what exactly they will do? So they will. I'm acting like other person. Okay, now I repeat, I'm acting like a someone else. So here I'll go and open up out of that repository. I'll go and log into command line, acting like a different person. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll clone it. Clone means clone, simple, no need to define anything. What is a clone? Clone means clone. Matrix, remember the Matrix movie? Multiple clone you can create, everyone has the same value. So you can clone using HTTPS or SSH. SSH is not set, so HTTPS here, clone it, and then git clone. Clone means you get a complete repository with the history, everything.
Yes.
Okay, so here you see that this is another guy, and you see that clone has happened. The name of the directory is that same thing. I'll just go inside the directory, and I'm acting like another guy. Okay, and then git log hyphen hyphen one line, and you see that this guy also got everything whatever I had committed. Okay, now what this guy will do? This guy will first, which will do the config. I hope you remember this. It's a one-time activity. Other
Yeah.
guy and git
Email.
config
Oh,
user dot email other guy at the rate of gmail.com, and after that touch ramu kaka dot txt. His other guy is adding his own code, and this you know already. Add dot and git commit other guy and git git push URL and branch for master. Now URL, you know what? This URL I can copy and paste it, it will work. But what happens, I'll tell you. Because URL, when you work as a developer, every time you want to commit, push, pull, and all stuff like that, then copying and pasting URL every time is like irritating work. So what has happened when you clone any repository? Sorry. So when you clone any repository, so that URL is creating aliases. What aliases? This alias name will be origin. It's alias. Origin. When you type origin, is equal to that URL in the config file. So I'm using aliases now. When you clone it, this aliases will be created. Enter. So I'm pushing the same token. It will be used for the pushing also because HTTPS, right?
But sir,
Other
if you
guys
can
will
see the path of that user, that will be the always origin, no?
no. Origin means the URL. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. But no, you do not need even a origin master, if I'm not wrong, because when you are getting, where you're cloning that address, right? So you only need to git push, right? Or you need to write origin.
You
I
can push all. You can push all also, but here I want to push only one branch, so not every branches. Okay, so that way this is the URL. By the way, you can push this one. You can work in the multiple repository actually within same repository. So you are pushing to that origin means that URL. Let me show you that. Git config hyphen list and somewhere see here. This is the remote branch origin here. Look at this URL. So
okay.
this is the aliases I'm using it. Okay. So instead of typing the whole name, you can type. So I pushed it, guys. Can I check this here? Refresh this GitHub. Now you see here Ramu Kaka has come. It was committed 2 minutes back. Now I will act like the Rajesh. This my repo. I'm acting like Rajesh now. So do you have ramukaka.txt? Let me check. So now what I want his changes. So git pull URL master. This I will do that. But you know what? When I am feeling, why should I type URL again? So because it's a fresh repository. This was not cloned, so I have to create this. So how do I create the aliases? So I'm creating remote add origin. Now this name can be anything actually. Okay. So, but I mean, practically, when we practice in the Git first remote repository, we name it with origin. This name can be anything. And what is the URL for it? So URL for it is this one.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.